UFC fans in Shanghai thought they'd see punches and takedowns until a fighting robot suddenly broke protocol and startled UFC boss Dana White himself. Was this a glitch, showmanship, or the future of combat sports? Let's break down the shocking demo that everyone has been talking about. Chapter 1. UFC Shanghai Fight Week. Shanghai was electric. The lights of the city's skyline mirrored the buzz inside the arena, where thousands of fight fans packed in for UFC Fight Night. This wasn't just another card, it was a statement. UFC was continuing its global expansion, and China was the perfect battleground. Dana White, the face of the UFC, was in attendance, grinning, shaking hands, and soaking in the atmosphere. But beyond the fights, something different was planned. Fight Week in Shanghai wasn't just about showcasing fighters, it was about showcasing the future. And that's when organizers decided to bring in something bold, something no one expected: a robot demonstration. Think you've just watched two featherweights go at it for 3 rounds, and then suddenly, you're told that humanoid robots are stepping into the cage. The crowd wasn't ready, but they were curious. Why robots? Well, China's G1 Fighting League has been experimenting with fusing martial arts entertainment and robotics. It's a spectacle, a way to show off technology, impress fans, and maybe even hint at where combat sports could go in the future. Chapter 2. Unitree G1 Humanoid Robot. Now let's talk about the machine, the Unitree G1 Humanoid Robot. Standing just over 4 feet tall and weighing around 35 kilograms, the G1 isn't built to look intimidating in size, but rather to show off movement. It's engineered with advanced servo motors, precise joint articulation, and a surprisingly fluid range of motion. Unlike clunky robots you've seen in old videos, this thing moves with rhythm. The G1 can shadowbox, throw kicks, and even mimic grappling stances. Controlled through a mix of programming and remote operations, it can execute sequences that look almost human. And here's why China's G1 Fighting League is invested. They're not trying to replace fighters. They're creating a futuristic sideshow, a blend of martial arts performance and sci-fi robotics. Think of it as Cirque du Soleil meets Fight Club, except with machines. On this night in Shanghai, the G1 was about to prove how captivating and unpredictable technology can really be. Chapter 3. Controlled Power. The lights dimmed, music hits, and out came the robot. The crowd roared, phones shot up instantly because everyone wanted this on video. 2 Unitree robots stepped into the ring, bowing to each other in a way that mirrored traditional martial arts respect. It was strange, but also fascinating. One threw a clean jab, the other was blocked. Then came a high kick. Slow, controlled, but precise enough to make the audience gasp. The choreography looked rehearsed, but that was the point. This was supposed to be a showcase, a safe performance that demonstrated potential without crossing the line into chaos. Every move landed where it should, every motion calculated. And at first, it worked. Fans clapped, cheered, and even laughed. Dana White sat ringside, smiling, clearly amused. The UFC had managed to mix combat sports and tech, and for a moment, it looked flawless. But here's the thing with live demonstrations. When machines are involved, nothing is ever fully predictable. Chapter 4. The Unexpected Move. Then, it happened. One of the robots froze for a beat, its head shifting in a way that wasn't part of the choreography. You know that silence when thousands of people sense something's off? That's exactly what swept through the arena. Instead of turning back toward its robotic sparring partner, the G1 slowly pivoted toward the edge of the ring. Its sensors locked forward. Its mechanical steps echoed as it advanced, straight toward Dana White. In that split second, nobody knew if this was intentional. Was it part of the act? Was the robot misprogrammed? Or worse, was this a genuine glitch? The crowd gasped. People stood up, phones zoomed in. What was supposed to be a neat demo of robotics suddenly felt like the opening scene of a sci-fi movie. This wasn't in the script. The G1 had ignored protocol, as headlines would later say, and now the most powerful man in combat sports was its target. Chapter 5. Dana White's Reaction. Dana White is a guy who stared down heavyweights, dealt with angry fighters, and managed some of the craziest moments in sports. But nothing could have prepared him for a robot charging his way. At first, he laughed it off until the G1 kept moving closer. That's when Dana did something we don't see often. He backed up. Fast. The crowd erupted, half laughing, half panicked. Some were pointing, others were yelling. A few security guards stepped forward, unsure if they were supposed to treat the robot like a real threat or just wait for the operator to shut it down. Dana wasn't sticking around to find out. He moved back, hands up, while fans filmed every second. Within minutes, those clips were on social media, spreading like wildfire. Headlines popped up almost instantly. MMA robot turns on Dana White. UFC Shanghai shaken by robot glitch. Memes flooded Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Dana's retreat became the GIF of the night. For the UFC, the fights were big, but let's be honest, this robot incident stole the show. Chapter 6: Crowd Shock and Viral Buzz. The moment the robot stepped toward Dana White, the energy inside the arena flipped. Some fans were on their feet laughing, treating it like comedy. Others looked genuinely uneasy because, let's be honest, when a machine breaks routine, your brain instantly thinks, is this safe? Kids pointed, adults pulled out phones, and within seconds, the sound of gasps, cheers, and nervous laughter mixed into one chaotic soundtrack. But while Dana White was still stepping back, those clips were already flying across social media. By the time the event wrapped, TikTok had dozens of viral edits. Slow-motion shots of Dana's face, memes of the robot uprising, and captions like "Skynet starts in Shanghai." X was flooded with debates. Was this harmless fun, a PR stunt, or proof that AI-driven tech could go wrong in front of thousands of people? And you know what? That's the power of this moment. The UFC came to Shanghai to put on fights, but it was the robot, not the fighters, that stole global headlines. Chapter 7: Robots in Combat Sports. Now let's zoom out, because this wasn't just about one glitch in Shanghai. China's G1 Fighting League has been pushing this concept of robot exhibitions for a while. They've shown off robots sparring, performing martial arts forms, and even trying mini kickboxing demos. It's part entertainment, part marketing, and part research. The appeal is obvious. Combat sports are about intensity and spectacle, and nothing screams future like a humanoid robot throwing kicks in a cage. It's the kind of thing that gets tech investors, sports fans, and curious onlookers all paying attention at once. Is this sport? Is it theater? Or is it a live experiment? On the one hand, it's fun. Robots doing martial arts is like real-life sci-fi. On the other hand, the UFC audience is used to blood, sweat, and unpredictability. And when unpredictability comes from a machine, people don't know whether to laugh or panic. And that's the bigger picture. Combat sports thrive on adrenaline, but add robotics into the mix, and suddenly the conversation shifts to safety, ethics, and the future of tech in human spaces. Chapter 8: What really happened? So here's the million-dollar question. Did Unitree G1 actually go rogue? Some say it was just a glitch. Maybe a sensor misread the crowd. Maybe the software lost track of its sparring partner. Others believe it was operator error. After all, these robots are often teleoperated, meaning a human might have made a wrong move or even played up the drama for effect. But of course, the most sensational theory online was that the robot showed true autonomy, ignoring instructions, doing what it wanted, and advancing toward Dana White by its own choice. Now let's be real, most experts lean toward the first two explanations: glitch or operator slip. The technology isn't at a level where robots have intent the way humans do, but the fact that so many people even ask that question shows how blurred our perception has become. Think about it. If a robot can move, react, and step outside its programmed script, even for a moment, people immediately wonder if we've crossed into something bigger. And maybe that's the point. Whether it was staged, accidental, or genuinely unexpected, the Shanghai incident forced millions of people to think about a simple but chilling idea. What happens when the line between show and machine intelligence disappears? The Shanghai incident wasn't just about one robot stepping out of line, it was about the uneasy future of technology in human spaces. Whether it was a glitch or something more, one thing's clear: combat sports just crossed into science fiction territory. Do you think robots should have a place in combat sports, or is this pushing things too far? Comment below. If this moment shocked you as much as it shocked Dana White, hit like and subscribe to the channel for more stories where sports and technology collide.